One, two, three. Hey
Hey
guys,
everybody,
welcome
welcome
back
back
to
to
the
the
Nubbcast
Nubbcast. This is
episode.
episode
Episode
I love
3.
it.
Today we
You
talking
know, your
about
daily
gay
podcast
people
for
fucking
every
each other in the
Yeah.
Tuesday.
ass. And Roman, I love you.
Good episode
Mwah,
last
mwah,
week.
mwah.
Great.
Stop.
Mm.
Stop that. It's not okay.
I don't
What,
think
babe?
that went
I mean, bro.
well.
Alright,
Welcome to episode 3
Yeah.
of your every 2-week favorite podcast on
Come.
YouTube.
we need to...
and I
need
need
to
to get the
expand.
TikTok account running.
Yeah, you need to start doing clips. Where
I need to
where
start
would
doing
we
something.
expand? Do you want to go to China? Should we get the China
No.
viewers?
No.
He meant on social platforms, not on
Bro.
road trip.
We would need to hire a translator at that point. We don't got
We
that
got
kind
we
of
got
money
Pono.
yet.
We got Pono. Pono can learn.
He doesn't
speak
know
Chinese.
Chinese. Bro, this guy
Oh,
can
you said
only
he
be...
could learn.
This guy is only committed to building Ungrounded. You think that he can learn Chinese?
Yeah, I have faith.
I don't. I have
He
no
pl-
faith in that guy.
He plays Rocket League. You forgot about that.
Hey, that's true. That's true. He has the time and patience for that. But I mean,
So to everyone wondering, we are there are only 3 of us tonight. Our
Yeah.
other host is currently at something,
he's skipping.
a comedy
No,
show.
no,
No,
he's
he's
not
skipping. He's skipping. He
He's
said he
skipping.
doesn't
Oh,
like
he's
us.
skipping?
He's
Yeah.
dating. He's dating someone right now.
Wow.
He's with
Yeah.
his girl.
Wait,
His boo thing.
really?
he's cheating on us right now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
I know a guy who has a girlfriend who ditches you guys all the time to hang out with her.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, she's a Chad, so it's okay.
She is a giga Chad.
Yeah.
But she's my Chad, you know?
Oh,
Straight
dang, you just gonna
chatting,
leak
bro.
yourself like that?
I'm sighing because I know John in post edit's gonna put another picture of Giga.
Yeah, you
and it's
dang
just gonna,
right. It's gonna be. You remember the pan cut that I had on my hunter from the trailer I did for my
Yeah.
main? Yeah, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that.
I loved when you made that trailer because when you did the shot of your hunter, you could obviously tell you had to rotate it yourself. Like your character just had his arms crossed, it was spinning side to side. That's all it looked like. Oh.
That was so bad, but funny. And then I ended up I deleted all the footage for that too,
Why?
cause I didn't feel like
Yeah.
doing the actual
I was
video.
gonna go big on YouTube. And he just got rid of it all.
Yeah.
And then I thought he was gonna upload our Roblox Judy gameplay, but nope. 6 hours of streaming down for nothing.
Mainly because that
Nothing.
dude, I was rewatching that stuff. It is so bad. Like it's so dark on my screen, you can't even tell what we're doing.
You and I are still playing chapter 4 though. I don't
Yes,
give a
I got you. I'm
shit.
streaming it too.
Yeah, when we get the boys back though, I'm gonna record some code names and upload that.
Yes,
So look
code
forward
name
to that.
Scriblio.
Dude, those
Not
are the
Scribbly.
best.
I'm not putting my drawing out there on the internet.
Now when
No,
you say
that's
the
not
boys,
happening.
do you mean 4 or 6 of us?
All of us.
All of us.
Yeah, I was
all
gonna say, it's
6
pretty
of us.
freaking
If-
hectic with
we
6
could-
of us.
We could potentially get 7 if we get Bryson to join.
I just left John the other night. Just Noah. Of course, when we're playing with Charlie and Jerry, you don't act brain dead. When it's the 4 of us, you are the most brain dead person in the world.
Okay, so it's just some background on what Noah is saying. I guess we would need to explain what Codenames is. It's basically just a deception game. Well, not really a deception game. But it's like a spy game basically. I mean, that's all that it is.
You
If
give
really
one
wanna know
clue,
what
you
it-
have to guess a bunch of words, and
Yeah. If you really want to figure out what it is, if you just look up codenames.com, then you can read the rules. But basically for like the longest, well, not the longest time, like this entire past week, it was just us four. Our co-host is missing, but it was just us four playing it, and Noah act like he's the most brain dead guy in the world. He act like he had brain syndrome or something. Just utterly just not using his brain. I don't think he had a brain during those times at that point. I think he donated a piece of his brain or something. I don't know what happened, but he was just being absolute Pepega. And as soon as we get 2 other people to join with us, some other friends,
Who will be
He
special guests
is
eventually on the show.
yeah, he just went God mode and went Super Saiyan mode and just was going ham
Do
and guessing
do do
everything and
do.
being right on top of not doing what he was saying. So he was a hypocrite. So yeah, he was like a different person. It was crazy.
John just loved that. I would say I'm going to click something and then completely
Yeah.
click something
So
different.
he'd click 2 different words, and I'd be like, okay, I'm not gonna give a hint for those words, and then no one ever pulls through and clicks them, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
shit, what
And
do I do now?
then John just gives up because like there's nothing he can do, you know?
Because I'm an idiot. Yeah.
No, my teammates are idiots. No brain cells. No brain cells. I give them the word
Anyway,
vest, and they
you
think
did
nylon. Or, yeah.
When you had shoulder, yeah.
What am I supposed to do there, man? They clicked
Um,
Antarctica for
you-
shoulder. Wait, vest. It was vest.
Because they thought it was cold out and you wear a vest. You got to think how Jerry thinks, dude.
No,
His
that
brain
was,
doesn't work like that.
That's a coat.
was not
You wear
Jerry,
a coat.
bro. That was
it was
both of
Jerry.
them.
Well, yeah, it was both of them. They both agreed. But you wear a coat in Antarctica, not a vest.
I'd wear more than a coat, but anyway. um, so John, the death of CNS,
Cartoon Network.
our favorite network. I think I speak for all of us that ran our favorite TV shows. Just to go off,
No.
what was everyone's favorite Cartoon Network show? There's no way Cartoon Network was not your favorite.
You want to
did
know
you grow up
something?
with cable?
I actually was not okay. Actually, for the longest time, I didn't have cable.
Okay.
But when we did have cable for a little bit of time, Nickelodeon was actually my favorite.
Facts.
Mainly
Nickelodeon is
because-
my favorite.
Mainly
Dude.
because my mom wouldn't let me watch a lot of the stuff on Cartoon Network, but I still watched
Cartoon
it
Network
anyways
was like
because I didn't
teenage,
care.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon was like not only childhood but teenage years because they also played Dragon Ball at one point in time.
Yeah.
And that's how
You
I
know
got
who else
started
did
in
Dragon
anime.
Ball that I thought was weird? The CW network when they did their morning cartoons on Saturdays, they did
Well,
Dragon Ball for the longest
so-
time, which is what I thought was weird.
The CW. If I'm thinking of the CW, is that
The CW for kids, it had like Sonic X.
It had
and
Yu-Gi-Oh!
stuff like
too.
that. Yes,
because those were deemed
Justice League.
kid
Yeah,
shows at the time.
but the only arc they would play for the CW for Dragon Ball was the Cell arc. That was the only one they played. So
Yeah, because it was the only arc that didn't have blood. If you think about
Really?
it, yep. Season or I guess arc 1 was what Raditz
Raditz, yeah.
blows a hole through Goku's chest. Arc 2 is the Saiyan arc. Nappa gets cut in half. I could be wrong on that. No, he gets blown to pieces,
Not
and
but
one
somebody
another
gets
character
cut in
gets
half.
blown in pieces. Yeah, somebody does get cut in half. Frieza, the Frieza arc, Frieza gets cut in half. A lot of people get blown up. A lot of holes in chests. Android arc
And
is
so
the
on
same
and
way.
so forth, yeah.
The only one that wasn't like that was, the actual tournament of power, or not tournament of power. What is it? The Cell tournament.
The Cell, yeah. So
It was the only kid-friendly portion of the whole show.
my
we're
favorite
getting-
Cartoon Network show is Clone Wars by far. So
Am I echoing?
No.
Okay.
no,
What up? What up? What up, Roman? What you getting?
I was about to say we're getting a little bit off topic. We have to go back to
Oh.
the death of CNS.
Okay.
Yes.
So, favorite. Okay, not favorite. The death of CNS. So, HBO Max, I think it is, or who owns Cartoon Network? Warner Bros.
Warner Brothers.
And whatever streaming service they're using, they're gonna move all the Cartoon Network shows onto that streaming service, and everybody's like blowing that out of proportions. They're just like, oh no, are they canceling cable TV, Cartoon Network, and all that? No, they're not. They're gonna still post new stuff on Cartoon Network, but they're also gonna use the streaming service as well. That's really all that was.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all you
Yeah.
cable watchers, be grateful. Warner Bros. Didn't shut you down yet.
They'll do it
Yeah.
eventually.
That's a threat.
Are there any cable watchers out there, dude? Because I mean, like, there's so many different
I
streaming
haven't.
services.
My parents canceled cable because
Yeah,
we don't
my
use it.
my parents are talking about canceling it. It's like $60 a month.
Yeah, on top of you're paying for other streaming services. So like, even if you have one or two, that's still like, what, like say like $30 for the two streaming services plus the 60. So that's like
Yep.
$90 a month to watch things.
Yep.
You can pretty much watch whatever you want to on like streaming services and stuff.
Yeah.
Sad.
Was it?
Great.
So the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, John, you want to go into that?
Dude, his death is sick. So they ended up the original Yu-Gi-Oh, not the newer ones, not 5Ds, not
The original, actual good
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, the
Yes.
it should have been me. That one.
I like Zexel. That's the only one I like though.
There's no way those words just came out of your
Is
mouth.
that isn't that the one with
Anyway.
the XYZ summons?
Yes.
Yes.
XC
Zexel
summons.
was good, dude.
It was cool
It was
because it had pretty
okay.
colors, but it ruined the actual game for me.
I actually haven't fully watched all of the original Yu-Gi-Oh.
It was so simple, and then they added pendulum summons and XYZ summons, and it just got tricky. And now
I think it's just I'm a little biased because I
Dude,
watched Zexel
fusion and
first.
synchro summons were the
This is
best.
so.
Oh, there's no way that voice crack just happened.
But anyways, the original creator, he his death happened because he was swimming to save three people. He ended up saving two. It was a mother and her child, and he couldn't save the soldier from what I heard. He was saving them from a riptide. Yeah.
For those of you like me that don't exactly know what a riptide is, would you mind explaining?
I'm not an ocean guy. It's
Okay, never
it's
mind. I'll just
basically
look it up.
from what I think it is. I think it's like a reverse current.
Riptide, the definition:
Thank
a
you.
strong current caused by tidal flow in confined areas such as inlets and presenting a hazard to swimmers and boaters.
Basically, it's a very strong current that pulls you away from the land.
Oh, then you drown. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so he ended up saving the mother and child. I don't know if he saved the soldier, but he ended up drowning himself. And he nobody knew this until like a few weeks ago. I think it was about a week and a half ago. And
This whole thing like happened a month ago too.
yeah, he disappeared a month ago. And they figured out his death was because of that. And that's respectable. It should
Yeah,
have
he
been me.
If you're gonna go out, there's the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh died. It should have been me.
You guys are so dumb. But he did not save the soldier for just so you know.
It's not our fault.
Damn.
Not.
It's the original
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh well, best 2 out of 3. Am I right, guys?
What, dude?
Positive odds, man.
Yeah.
You're passing at that point. You're passing.
See, you want to know who's not passing? The
You?
the
Your
very
glasses?
no the very good, or I guess the American chess player. It's causing some chess drama in the chess world. Bro,
There's more drama.
Dude.
dude,
not
it
the
heated up.
chess.
So, the American was blamed for cheating for beating the world's best Magnus. So Magnus called him out on cheating. You know, all that stuff happened. But
Yep.
today, or no, not today. It was like about 5 days ago, maybe 4. The American guy, filed a defamation charge. He's suing Magnus and the chess like community as a whole for $100 million.
100 million.
Yes, he's selling or he's suing for 100 million, and everybody's just like, you better win this, otherwise your whole career is done for, Chief.
100 million.
Yeah.
That is. Wait. Let me just get this straight. That's 100, and then a million after that. 100 million.
Yes.
Is this guy dumb?
I mean,
do you even make that much money in Twitch?
mm,
I mean, not Twitch, chess. meant chess.
I mean, from average tournament winnings, the first place winner is usually Magnus, and he gets like 75K.
There's no way for chess.
100 mil.
He's suing for 100 mil.
No way that's actually gonna happen.
I
Elon
don't,
Musk, where is he when you need him?
bro.
Okay, dude.
I don't think he's
There's
gonna
a,
win. Like
I don't think so either.
his
Probably not.
argument is that they ruined his reputation, and he wants to get back the earnings that they're taking away from him.
Huh.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, that's
when
kind of a valid argument. I mean, if you lost 75K, would you want the money back?
but a
yeah, but that's
hundred
that's
million, Noah.
that's 75. Like,
Okay, yes, I agree.
we're
That is
using
outrageous. And actually, isn't it an amendment that you can't? Oh no, that's for punishment. I was gonna say an outrageous punishment.
Yes,
Like you can't do
that's
that.
different.
I was gonna say because that is out. Well, it's a punishment to the guy who owes 100 million, but that is outrageous.
I mean, that's only if he wins the case.
He's not gonna win it.
But
There's no shot he wins it.
yeah, I mean, there was that time where what was that? There was some guy that like hacked Nintendo like databases or something like that, and I don't remember, but he got like sued and like had to get paid like at least like 100 million or something like that. I don't remember, but then again, Nintendo was a multi-million like billion-dollar company, so that makes more sense than just
I
some
mean, yeah,
guy who
we
plays
were just
chess.
talking about chess here, guys.
Yeah,
It's not that deep, guys. It's just chess.
It's not that deep,
crazy.
but it's somebody's life earnings, bro.
I mean, yeah, someone's
Dude,
dedicating their life to playing
no,
chess.
he's not just paying that. His
His,
kids and his grandkids are paying that.
the whole community is paying that. Like, um, how Halo has crowdfunding. It's basically that. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, speaking of crowdfunding, I'm so glad you said that.
Oh,
Um, that's crazy. That was such a good
what?
Topic, yeah.
transition.
Sorry, my bad.
Speaking, yeah, this is your fault. But speaking of crowdfunding in Halo, for you uncultured people out there, it's not really uncultured because Halo is a
Me.
good game. But
I thought you were about to talk
um,
about crowdfunding on Unconscious Days. Like, what?
yeah, yeah. Well, there is something related to that. Well, I was kind of gonna transition to the rest of my topics, but
Yeah. No, you start out with how you want to do it.
yeah. So this past weekend was the final tournament of season 1 of Halo Infinite, and in its worlds, and right before, like the weekend before the tournament, which would have been the last weekend, HCS tweeted out that they're no longer doing crowdfunding for this tournament only, but they're gonna try and continue doing it for next season. Which
So why
means
cancel it?
I don't know the logistics behind it or whatever. They kind of just said that unfortunately we won't be able to have crowdfunding for this tournament, which sucks because crowdfunding gives at least like another like 200% like cash to the
Well,
prize
well,
pool.
put this in mind. This is the World Championship, Noah, and the prize pool already is $1 million, and they're cutting off the crowdfunding. Like the winner will get what, 200K,
So is
500K.
it
The one
one person or is it a team that's gonna
It's
win
a
the million?
team.
It's a team,
It's a
so
Okay.
team.
the team will win it. They can't split it 5 way or 4 ways, or I guess 5 ways yet, because the ownership has to take a portion of the money, and then taxes will take another portion, and then it'll get split 5 ways because you have 4 players and a coach.
Yeah, the in a lot of contracts and like depending on who you're playing with or what your contract is, but a lot of contracts are like 50-50 or 70-30. So at the end of the day, you're not taking home that much money on top of taxes and stuff because taxes and the government takes a lot of that away. But it just sucks because like a lot of people were expecting to have crowdfunding, and like Snipe Down tweeted out that he wouldn't have left Apex if he knew that they were going to take away crowdfunding. On top of that, like even though this was only like a mil prize pool, like the 2018 World Worlds for Halo 5 had 2 mil as the prize pool. So it's
That was
like
that's
everyone's kind
straight
of outraged
chip,
with that.
bro. And like
Yeah,
that money better be like the original crowdfunding money that was set up. That better be spent on the game.
it better be because Halo is in a terrible position right now, and just everything about the game kind of sucks. Like everyone's been down on it, numbers have been down on it, and it's crazy to think that like a free to play Halo game has can barely keep what like 10,000 players, not even like 7,000 players on Steam and like everywhere else.
Dude, that's
Crazy.
God.
That's crazy, dude.
it's sad when
Um,
that's like less than I want to say Destiny 2.
on
Like
uh like Stadia or something like that. Didn't you say something about that?
yeah, Google Stadia, which is I mean, rip to Google Stadia, it's gone now.
Yeah.
But that had more concurring players on Destiny 2, and that was a really low number compared to Steam on compared to Steam for Halo Infinite.
Yeah, and it's a AAA game. Like that's so ridiculous to me. But I mean, the drama there doesn't even stop. So like continuing on to the actual tournament, we so let's say today, not today, like a couple of days ago on Friday during pool play, there were two teams facing off. The number one EU team, Ascend, and then like top six, top four United team, NA team United.
We got eighth. We got eighth in the standings. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, they were top six going into the tournament. Okay, I'm not trying to say anything besides that. All
Hey, we
right.
okay. To be
Um.
fair, we played Cloud9 and we got whooped in Cloud9. Ended
Yeah.
up being second. All right, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just how the cookie crumbles, my boy.
If we lose, we lose to one of the best. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, we lost to Cloud 9 too, and we barely beat you guys. So I mean, but sorry,
Oh yeah. No, you're good. You're
sorry,
good.
someone's yelling in my
Dorm.
Every
yeah.
time.
I don't know if you can hear that or not.
No, we definitely
We
can.
can. We
Oh,
can.
you
It's okay.
can.
It's all
That
Okay.
guy's
right.
pissed off. Yeah, it's fine.
Um.
The viewers will get a crack out of it.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
I'm
The
spread.
our what are we averaging? 14 views right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our,
my mom, my grandma will get a kick out of this. That's crazy.
yeah, your mom, your
um.
grandma listening to you talk about cum and hot dudes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
Halo.
Let me
You really
continue,
like
bro.
that. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going.
Get me off topic here, okay? So it's 2-2, game five, best of five, and Ascent, one of Ascent's players is lagging, and his game audio cuts out in the final game, and it's like just started 7-7. So Ascend's like, okay, we're not going to play 3v4 because he's at a huge disadvantage. He can't hear anything and he's lagging. So we're like, okay, we'll talk to an admin and get a restart and continue playing the game. And so Ascend stops playing, but United doesn't stop playing. And so United is just going around killing AFK people to get to 50. And for some reason, they didn't stop the game before they got to 50 to say, like, okay, what's the problem? But they were literally streaming United running around killing Ascend AFKs like the entire game until they won. So after the game, uh, one of Ascend's players, respectful, tweets out the full story because everyone's confused. Like, okay, what's happening? Like, why isn't Ascend playing? Like, what's going on? And so apparently, the admins had just given United the win because they couldn't play the game, and it was 3v4, like they said, and they deemed that the audio cutting out was a player's fault.
Yeah.
So they
So
basically said that
the HCS's statement was that the player disconnected the audio and that there was reports of the computer being in quotations glitchy but not good enough for like a full restart, like a full 3v4 restart or like 4v4 restart, I guess you want to call it. I don't know. So the referees were trying to help the fourth on Ascend fix his stuff, and they ended up giving E United the go ahead to keep playing, but they didn't tell Ascend that.
Yep. So yeah, like I said, the Ascend was just going around killing AFK people. Um, and in the rule book, it does say that unless an admin says that there's a restart happening, then you're supposed to keep playing the game. So, in all honesty, I don't think E United should get like any heat or anything for this. Even though
No,
when they were asked for a replay, E United did not. They declined for a replay on that
Because they suck.
game.
it's been a
Well, they
rule
don't
since
suck.
Halo. It's been a rule since Halo 3, I think. I think that's what Snipedown said in his statement.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
been
a
around.
rule.
It's been a yeah. So
God,
they
Halo 3 was like
declined
2012.
28, 2008. I mean, um,
Wait, really?
Yes.
I'm
yeah.
dumb. Anyway.
But yeah. So like, sniped down one of their players. Was like, okay, why should we? Well, because even snipe down's part of the story seems a little sus. But they were saying that it was Ascend's fault that the game had said had crashed, and so they like asked him, "Do you want to replay?" And so they're obviously like, "No, we don't want to replay because it's his fault that he did it." And why would they want to replay if it's a player's fault?
Yeah,
So they gave United the win at that point.
because
And then the crazy thing after that is that after the series, they swapped out the faulty PC
yeah.
and acting
Um,
like nothing happened.
their statement was that they didn't receive any reports beforehand, or I guess another statement was that they didn't receive any reports of the PC being faulty beforehand, and so they didn't really trust what the Ascend player was saying, I guess.
Yeah,
So
and I
they were
guess
just
like
sitting there trying to fix the audio issue rather than, fixing the
yeah,
whole
and I guess
PC.
like during that entire time, like Ascend players were standing up and trying to help them. So they like there was a lot of like commotion and not a lot um of like organization and stuff, and people didn't know what was going on. So they kind of didn't know how to prove that he wasn't just lying just to lie to get a replay. Um, which I mean, they're pro players at that point. Like that's their livelihood. So like you got to think about professional integrity. Why would they do something like that just to ruin their careers? You know. But I mean, at the end of the day, it sucks for them. Ascend ended up going into losers bracket when they had a chance at winners bracket, and then just losing
To Cloud9, right?
3-0.
Did they
Yes, the
lose?
Cloud. I'm pretty sure it was Cloud9, yeah. And they got knocked out the tournament super early, which sucks because there's a lot of high expectations for them. They were the number one EU team the entire year, but I mean that's just the way how the cookie crumbles. Um,
Better luck in winter, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, we got. There's always next year. We'll see if they decide to stick as a team or not.
I
They
do
were really good.
I do have like a follow up with this. Um, the standing up part I can relate to because I watched it live, happen live, all at the very end of the final game. All of the Optic Gaming players standing up because they thought they won the game, and then the C9 player stepped on the point to keep the game alive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for context of what John's saying, this is like grand finals. Bracket reset. Optic Gaming is up 3 games, and they are up in the final game, King of the Hill, and it's like 0 seconds on the clock, and so they thought the game was over because they were up a hill, like up 2 hills, I think, and they started
Yes.
standing up and celebrating. But Cloud9 was able to get into the hill to stop the time to capture that
At
point
0 seconds. At
at zero
zero.
seconds.
Oh my
and,
god.
and it's funny because the stream had cut off the gameplay and like was trying to celebrate like there was a celebration in the background like Optic Gaming won and then the game wasn't over. And then they cut back to the gameplay and they're like, oh, okay, this game
Like
the commentators are
AP.
going crazy. Like this became interesting. Like what like Cloud9 might be able to come back in this game, but then
What was what's the black guy's name on Optic? Is it APG or AXG?
APG.
APG? Yeah, he stands up and throws his headset to the side in celebration. And then he
Yeah.
sits down without the headset on so he can't hear call outs.
It's funny because I was watching that live too, and so I like from the angle, like he was right in front of us from that camera angle. So I
Oh
see
my
him stand
god.
up, and then I see him sit back down. I'm like, why is he sitting back down? What's happening right now? And all of a sudden, they cut back to the gameplay, and the caster's just like, the game isn't over. The game's not over, and like everyone's freaking out or whatever. And then Optic just spawns up, mollywops him, and wins the game.
Oh my god. That was that
So
was the best ending you can ask for.
yeah, that was hilarious. I think that was the like you said the best way to cap off the first season of Halo Infinite. Great season all around. GG's to Optic Gaming.
Yep.
My team got fourth, as they always freaking do. Sadness, but we'll be back next year. Phase up.
Well, talking about video games, we
Do do do
got some
do.
we got some announcements on Nintendo's official release of my all-time favorite game, the sequel to it. So our new Legends of Zelda game coming on May 12th of 2023 will be called Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It'll be the sequel to Breath of the Wild. Um,
Late
and
news.
I'm overall really
Late.
excited for it.
Really late.
Yeah, but I'm, very delayed. Yeah, you're right because
This
Breath of the Wild
released
came out
around
like
the first episode.
2016. I'm late?
Yes, on the news.
Well, no, Tears of the Kingdom's official release date wasn't out yet.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
But
Just
no, you're
saying,
right. It
it's
was announced. No, you're right. It was
still not
announced.
gonna
Yeah.
play it.
Well, I am.
Mainly because, Switch games are just as overpriced as any other game. 70 bucks
Yeah, I
now.
agree. They shouldn't be.
70
Yeah.
bucks. Jesus Christ.
And then the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are coming out. That I'm
Okay,
not
I
gonna
want to know
lie.
I want to know your opinion right now. I want to know it right now.
On Scarlet and Violet.
Yes.
Starters, let me just say, mwah, love them.
Mhm.
Great, amazing.
Legendaries?
Legendaries, I want to throw up in my
Okay.
mouth.
What about driving around with the legendaries?
No, take
Okay.
it out of the
Okay,
game.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
pause
like
you
it.
there. I'm gonna pause you there. Roman, starters. Out of 1 through 10. 1 through 10, how do you feel about them?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I think starters are solid 8, 8.5 out of 10.
Weed cat
9,
for the
pretty
win.
good. We like them.
We
We
like the
cat
weed
for the
cat.
win.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Legendaries.
I wanna see how their final evos are before I give a full uh rating. But
who are you guys picking
so,
for your starter?
so far, like
One thing,
them.
one thing at a time.
I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. I have not seen the legendaries. I don't know what they look like. All that I know is that they're drivable, and that idea alone scares me, and I hate
Okay.
it.
All right.
I don't like that at all.
Do you know the new gimmick? No,
Uh,
Noah.
I do not know this new gimmick. What are
Okay,
we talking
Roman, do you
about?
want to explain it?
um. Okay.
Is
So
this the fact they're
I-
drivable?
no. So there's a new gimmick. It's called terrorization or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And
Sterilization.
it's basically crystallization. Just I don't know why they didn't call it that. Well, I guess it is called crystal or something like that, right? Or am I thinking? It doesn't matter. But basically, it's like a make kind of like a mega evolution. But basically, you're just turning your Pokemon into a crystal, and it like crystallizes and stuff, and it has like this cool like headpiece bouquet thing going on.
Well,
And
that depends on
the
the typing. That depends on the typing.
yeah, and then the terrorization changes its typing to whatever like type that you have. So like let's say you have a water terrorization. When you click on that and transform your Pokemon, it's now a water type, and I think it adds that type to the
So,
whatever
yeah.
typing it
It
had
will-
before that.
It will go from 2 typing or 1 typing to a potential 3 typing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I like the fact that, third typing. I'm looking at pictures of, the starters with it. I'm, you know, it doesn't look too bad, but the idea scares me. Like the the God, what am I? The visuals. The visuals look good. I like them,
yeah.
but I'm not sure how I feel about, what it's going to, how exactly it's going to do gameplay wise, or mechanics.
It's
Fully
gonna
fully agree
add.
with that.
It's gonna add just a third typing. That's all it does.
So does that third typing add a new move?
I don't know. It might.
Um, it typically just powers up. At least from what I had saw and like heard, it just powers up the moves of the terrorization type. So
So
like if you're
Okay.
like
water terra type, then it powers water type moves and maybe like a special water type move, but I don't know.
yeah. So like Chansey, we all know Chansey's a normal type, right? Maybe Fairy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
No,
typings
normal. Yeah,
now
you're right.
nowadays, but its terrealization form is a ghost, and you could tell it's a ghost because it has a giant ghost thing on its forehead, and it might have Shadow Ball, and Shadow Ball will have
Dude,
increased damage.
can you imagine
Yes.
Blissey with Shadow Ball? That would be one tanky.
You can have Blissies with Shadow Ball.
No, no. We gotta get to the meat of the conversation here. Okay.
The meat and potatoes.
Should the if
Four-player part?
Shedinja can have
Oh,
uh I don't know what typing it would be, but like to the point where with on top of Wonder Guard, he could essentially not have any weaknesses.
yep.
Possibility. So
Shedinja is just basically
he is
Arceus. then.
unkillable.
that
He is
point.
unkillable. Yeah.
Arceus
Yeah.
is a very easy counter Pokemon, Noah.
I know, which is
He can
weird because
only
he's
have
God.
he can only have one typing, depending on what item you use.
But
But
like I said, it's weird because he's God. Like
He's not the god.
yeah,
He's
Shedinja
not gone.
might be killable. I mean
no,
unkillable.
Have you played? Okay, have you played Pokemon
Arceus is
Ultra
God,
Sun
isn't
and
he?
Moon?
He's the
Have you played Ultra
Pokemon
Sun and
God.
Moon?
No, God
They're
no.
they're legendary. The legendary of that game. It's different from Sun and Moon.
Soligo,
Yeah.
Soligo,
No, no, no.
and
It's a different
Lillian?
thing. It's a different thing. It's Necrozma.
Okay.
Necrozma can absorb them and then turn into like this golden Necrozma. I don't know what it's called, and it literally eats everything.
Oh, the black Pokemon. The
Yes, it's a
black.
black
Now that I'm
hole.
looking at it,
Yeah, it's a black hole.
so he's basically God.
He's the killer of God. He's like Gore from Thor's comics.
Uh, I see.
But
I
then
see, I
then
see.
you have Mew, who's the first Pokemon,
Yeah.
and then you have, the God of Time and the God of Space, and then the God of the
Dialga and
Shadow Realm.
Palkia.
I don't know why you're just saying Arceus is the God when there's a
Well, he was
grouping
the
of
bringer of
gods.
all Pokemon, wasn't he?
But how can you say that if Mew was the first Pokemon?
You know what? That's facts. Oh, I have never thought of it that way.
I'm just spitballing ideas for people to think about. I mean, people have talked about this
Some
before.
brain candy, you know.
People have
Things
talked
to
about
chew
this
on.
before. They're just like, yeah, Arceus is the god of Pokemon. He is the first, even though Mew is canonically said to be the first Pokemon. Just saying.
Okay.
So
Don't
true.
throw the big G out there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
But
little G. It's a little
going
G.
Yeah.
going back to topic. Terra types, hate it. Don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Garbage.
It's so
I wish they bring
lame.
back Mega.
Yeah, we know what the community wants. The community wants Mega Evolutions back, and yeah, that's the end of my TED talk.
Dude,
Thank you for listening.
I
Appreciate that.
legit. The only reason I'd play it is A, it's gonna be open world, and B, it's gonna be multiplayer.
Yeah, that would be the main reason why I would play
Like
it.
open world multiplayer?
Have you played Pokemon Arceus?
No, but
It's like that. It's gonna be like that,
I've seen it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be
I
multiplayer.
mean, nice.
But the
Like four-
multiplayer is gonna work like will probably work like Halo's campaign multiplayer.
Yeah, like 4-player co-op, which sounds dope with the boys, to be honest. But I do not have
Well,
a
that's
Switch.
coming out
Oh.
next month, isn't it? Not Pokemon, but Halo's
Yeah.
4-player co-op, isn't it? Yeah.
November 8th, I'm pretty sure. But that's
We'll
not
have
gonna
to-
Bro.
it's not gonna
We'll
revive
have
the
to hop
game,
on
so it
that.
doesn't matter.
I know, but we'll have to hop on
Actually,
that.
it might. That update's gonna bring what? It's Forge, and Forge was gonna bring a bunch of community-made stuff.
Forge isn't coming
to
that. Forge not coming.
Forge isn't coming.
No.
When did they
Got
change
canceled?
that?
They said that in the beginning. It's like I think the Forge beta will be coming out, but
No,
Forge
they
to
did
everyone.
that, didn't they?
Yeah, Forge isn't coming out till season 3, and they delayed season 3. And the thing that's coming out in November is the mid-season winter update. Whoa, 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 whoa! Just fancy for no more content. That's what it is. They
Wait,
couldn't
wait,
come out with good content and delay the game
no,
because
it says
Forge takes
no,
forever
no.
to
It's
come
coming
out.
out. It's coming out that same day.
I thought they
No, they
said that.
canceled split
Oh,
screen. They canceled split screen.
oh, is that what they can? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I got it confused. Then
Oh,
my bad.
you
My
got me
bad.
panicked, bro.
My
You got
bad.
me panicked.
My bad. I thought Forge wasn't
Oh,
coming out.
oh.
You're right. You're right. You're right. My
Yeah,
bad. My bad.
but the real question with Halo is, shouldn't the first rocket kill the Spartan? You know,
No,
that
it
is the
shouldn't
real
have.
question we've got here.
Dude,
Wait.
I'm
The first
telling
rocket or
you,
the second rocket?
the
The
no,
first rocket.
the first rocket killed me. The second rocket should have killed you.
No, it shouldn't have. It was too far away from that.
Dude, I was the same
I was
distance
like,
from it. I
I
was the
was
same
five
difference. I
miles
was the
away from that. No,
same
it's not.
distance.
No, it's
Everyone,
why
welcome to the
why,
Nubcast.
why are we having
Again.
this
Insert clip
conversation like
now.
5 years
Um,
later, dude? That TikTok they
so
got like 2,000 views or something like
Dude,
that.
2,000 views about like
Yeah,
what,
this is an
20
argument John
likes?
and Roman have had for a while now.
since
Just
freshman year, I'm pretty
Noah
sure.
can't
Freshman year.
focus
Yeah.
on topics, so he's deciding to look at my TikTok and make jokes about it.
Well, no, I heard we were talking about Halo, so I was, you
I
know
mean,
what?
it was a little bit related, yeah.
My ADHD's kicking in. I need
Yeah,
to go
I
take
know,
more
I know.
Adderall.
I had to call him out, bro. I had to call him out on it.
Take your pills. Take your pills. You need your pills. Take them.
My pals.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna be a great game. Pokemon is it's gonna be great. I know it's gonna be great because all Pokemon games are great. Little G,
Yeah.
of course. Um, Halo Infinite, the winter update is gonna be hopefully great. And then
Hopefully good.
Edge Runners is trash. That game is trash. But the second game is gonna be great, right?
Edge runners. It's, you know, yeah. So
Let's go into your
going into
topic,
it.
Noah.
Take a hint,
Cyberpunk.
Dom.
First of all, yeah. So I know everyone's probably, especially you two, are getting tired of me talking about Cyberpunk Edge Runners. So this will be probably one of the final times to talk about it because
Thank
it's no longer going to stay
God.
relevant.
Oh my
But,
God. Thank you so much.
So, talking about Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I did have a friend watch it, and I had my manager watch it at work. My friend loved it, but my manager did not, and he said the real reason is because there's no real bad guy. The only real bad guy is the cyber psychosis in the show, and you get introduced to an actual villain only 2 episodes left. And then he said it felt like they tried to rush everything in the last episode. So that's the reason he said he didn't like it. Other than that,
Oh, and it was
animation was on
predictable.
point. Gore was on point.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah. So don't forget about what?
That it was predictable.
Yeah, it was a very predictable anime from episode 1 after you started seeing a common theme. But what I mainly wanted to talk about with Edge Runners was the cyberpunk gaming community was dead. And I think it's Ashdog, I think is the YouTuber, was talking about how it's crazy how the one anime has actually made the game come alive again. Like they've had, it was something like, I know it's a big number, like either 1,000 to 10,000 players come back online since the anime.
Oh, they
So
had way more.
yeah, so yeah, it was probably
They've
even more,
had
but
so many more sales that they're actually making a second game.
yeah, which the second game's gonna be focused more on multiplayer, so I'm excited for that. Never played the first one, probably won't, but
Allegedly,
it was yeah,
focused,
allegedly.
Alleged,
But it
alleged-
was yeah, it was definitely kind of cool to see how a game could come back to life just from a TV show. But I guess I'll run down anime news real quick.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch that. You said they're making a second game?
Nope.
I thought that was just
Yeah.
the DLC for the first game.
They might make a DLC for the first.
So Edge Runners is the DLC for the second game, or for the first
okay.
game, and then the
Okay.
second game's gonna be an actual Cyberpunk 2077, like a open world multiplayer, like Fallout 76, I think.
Allegedly.
Okay, so
Allegedly, yes,
it'll be
allegedly.
called 2078.
Okay, can I ask you where you heard
Sure.
this information about how it was going to be multiplayer?
No, you can't because I've answered that question before, and now I'm
Have
gonna get made fun of for it.
how? No, I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
I did hear this information on TikTok, but the source I got it from is not been wrong to this day about things. So I wouldn't assume he's going to be wrong now. As for the TikToker, I could not tell you because he's on my For You page
Not
all the
incredible.
time.
Horse.
I'm just saying this.
All right.
We all get our information at different places. Me and Roman use Twitter. Noah uses TikTok.
Because I'm on that thing 24/7. Unhealthy for my brain. But yeah. Anyway, I guess I'll run down anime news real quick. Roman, have you seen Blue Lock?
No.
All right, then we are not going to talk about Blue Lock because the only person who would have watched that is currently skipping. So
he's dating his blue thing.
Yeah.
yeah. So Chainsaw Man. All four of us watched it. Episode 1. Not for Roman. Let's just say that. But
Doesn't like blood
really-
and gore.
Yeah,
Doesn't
not
like
a big
blood
fan
and
of
gore.
gore. I mean, story's cool premise, but not a big fan of blood and gore.
Boobs. Yes, boobs.
Where did the boobs come in at?
Yeah.
Can you?
Well, like he said, he
elaborate?
always wants to touch a woman, and he wants to be
Who
in love
said
with a
that?
woman. and-
I don't think he's
Genji.
ever said that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
I was about
Roman.
to say, I've never said anything like that. What do you mean?
Insert John, if you could find the manga panel of him saying, "I just
how
want to
much are you
feel
gonna
some
pay me?
tits."
How much are you gonna pay me?
God, I'll give you $5.
You know what? I'll
Okay.
just send you a picture of it. I got you, bro.
I'm up what, $20 or $10 from you? Because
$10 now,
You still owe me
because-
$5 from Codenames.
From Codenames, yeah. But yeah, not
Attack
for
on Titan.
Roman.
Attack
Mappa
on-
though did a great job animating it, and
Another
they actually,
thing
I don't know
not
if
for Roman. Attack on Titan. What about that?
No.
so
Let's
they've
go
got-
back to Chainsaw Man real quick.
Oh, come on.
So, no.
I'm
No.
joking.
So, we were supposed to be watching the second episode by now, so we could talk about that. So, someone want to explain why we have not watched the second episode? Anyone?
I got busy
Anybody?
with game night,
Uh-huh.
and then
Uh-huh.
We canceled it. He canceled it. And then,
I
when
did!
we were all sitting in the thing, he decided, you know what? Let's invite Charlie and Jerry to join
Yeah,
the
two of our
Discord.
other
Alright.
friends.
And
Alright,
then,
and then-
instead
double
of
feature
watching
on
the
Tuesday.
anime,
Double feature on
instead
Tuesday.
of watching the anime, we decided to play Codenames
Yeah.
Don't act like you guys didn't have fun playing Codenames. though.
until 10:30.
I had a blast. I was
Till
having an
10:30.
amazing time. But you know what we were supposed to be doing that day?
watching Chainsaw
Watching-
Man.
Yes, it's all your fault. All right, moving on. We can talk about Attack on Titan
And
now.
wait, wait,
Probably
wait,
have
wait,
a
Now
double
he
feature
now
on
he
Tuesday.
thinks that we will watch episode 2 by ourselves, and I'm not watching it.
Joke's on you.
We
I
just
wouldn't
watched
even
2
watch
and
the
3
show if
on
it wasn't for
Tuesday.
you guys.
Exactly.
Just watch 2 and 3 on Tuesday or something. Anyway, final thing I wanted to say about Chainsaw Man real quick was Mappa actually, I didn't know if you guys know, Mappa got so much shit about the CGI that they've started to take CGI out of the anime.
Of Chainsaw Man?
Yep,
Why?
because people said
Why?
that the CGI was just there was too much of it. I heard that in the second episode there's a fight scene where they don't use any CGI at all, and people
The-
are actually starting to shit on them
the
for that.
only- the
So now
only
they're gonna try and
CGI
just mix the two.
The only CGI that I saw that was like too much of it that I honestly didn't care was the zombies.
Yeah, but it's like Mappa's kind of when they mix the two together, like in John would know season 4 of Attack on Titan.
Never watched
It's
it.
not bad. It's not bad. It's like a mix, but it's like they've invented their own animation style. But yeah, the new Attack on Titan visual
I haven't
of
seen it.
Yeah,
Season 4, part
So,
3, the finale.
the hopefully should be 8 episodes finished.
Season
out,
4
but-
is still going on.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
they
part
had
3.
they had 2 episodes
Oh my
left, and they
God.
didn't want to do it, and they didn't want to extend it 2 episodes because they wanted to follow the seasons of anime. So they didn't want to do 2 extra episodes, and they were debating on doing a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and they did
They
like
just did a
poll.
movie.
They did a poll with their fan base, and they're just like, just do 2 episodes, and they're just like, okay,
Oh,
we'll do part
okay.
3 then.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I thought that show was over by now.
And they're doing their own ending.
should
They're
have
not
been.
following the manga.
yeah, because the guy Isayama had to change the manga ending so much because fans kept shitting on him for it. When the original ending actually wasn't too bad, I liked it.
The ending's
So-
fine.
But moving on from that, I haven't seen it. I don't think John's seen it. Roman, tell us a little bit about Licorice Recoil.
Um,
Hasn't seen it.
no,
No, you've
um,
seen it, right?
no, I have. It's
What
been
is
like two
that?
weeks since I finished it though. On a basic premise is that there's this secret organization that takes orphaned girls and makes them like secret spies and stuff. So like your typical kid spy anime. It's pretty dope. All the characters have really good personalities. Plus this is one of the animes where the black guy is not your stereotypical black guy. Already plus in my book. A little bit biased because of that. But either way, it's still a great show. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
All right.
Is he
And
the
then
dad? Is he like the dad?
Yeah, he's
That
like the
is
father
awesome.
figure.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
black man father figure. Love it.
Those are actually the best.
I like Pono's dad. I've never met him, but from what you've told me.
I have an opinion on that man, and I won't say it.
how do you how do you like the man? Hasn't even met him yet. What?
I've heard some stories.
Oh yeah, I
wanting
think
us
I know
to
which
shoot
story
some
you're talking
wanting
about
me to
too.
shoot some white guys.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah.
make it even. You know, gotta make it
That's a
even.
good story. And then I guess what I'll close anime news out with, your guys' favorite segment, quote unquote, is John's favorite show is back, Boobs.
What's okay? Wait, what's BTYBW?
Bleach, the
Bleach.
1,000-year
Bleach
blood
Thousand
war.
Year Blood War.
Why are you
But
whispering it? Say it out
you
loud.
just call it boobs.
No, I don't. I call it
Bleach Thousand Year
bleach.
Blood War.
Wait,
What?
why is it called that? Wait, why do you call it that?
Because John told me one day that he
It was
like
my okay.
all he
You
thinks
you want to
was
know why I call it that? I was 13. I watched my first episode, and the first thing that I saw was some character with big old titties, and so I was like,
and that's all the
boobs.
characters are in that show.
Bro, Bleach?
Yes.
Yes. Oh
Bro,
yeah.
what?
Roman.
You mean what?
Are we
Roman,
watching
are you
the
in
same?
the
Are we
Roman,
watching
are you
the
in the
same
Soul
show?
Society arc yet? Are you in the Soul
No,
Society arc yet?
I'm
Okay,
getting there.
then you don't
I'm
know
like,
you don't know what we're talking about. But
Yes,
like
because
no.
episode
I was watching. It was an episode like really late in the season.
yeah, like
oh,
when you get to
okay.
episode 20, Roman, and meet the people in the Soul Society. Whoo!
Dang, everyone
was,
got like rags and stuff like that.
There's John, I think I know which character. Are you talking about the redhead chick?
I think it was either red or blonde.
There's so Orihime, I know has
Wait, I-
some, and
I
then
thought that's who you guys were talking about.
Rangiku. You haven't met her yet, Roman, but when you meet her, but yeah, I'm I haven't finished it yet. I know Roman, you just started it, but we haven't finished Bleach, so we're not at the 1,000 Year Blood War yet, but we'll get there eventually.
Yeah,
So
it'll
I
be
just
a
wanted to
while
bring it
before
up
I
so you
get
know it's
there.
out.
Yes, it,
But
it
episode
was
one of
it
that
was
release, so.
Rangiku.
Yeah. So,
Mommy, sorry.
I'm not adding that in post, by the way.
Mommy,
I
sorry.
don't feel like that should be added into our video.
Yeah, I don't think that should either. You know, community guidelines. You know,
you're right. You got it.
even
Speaking
though
of
yeah.
other
boobs,
stuff we said.
speaking of boobs, have you guys seen OnlyFans yet?
I know what that is.
I'm waiting to spend my $5 on Markiplier's OnlyFans.
All right, moving on.
What do you mean?
No,
It's a topic.
John,
It's a topic.
John, you told me
Wait, it
yesterday
is?
when we were playing.
Oh.
Yeah. John, you told me yesterday while we were playing Minecraft how this came to be. Would you mind explaining that for the
All right.
kids at home?
Markiplier. If you don't know him, watch Five Nights at Freddy's. You'll know him. He's the king, apparently.
Yeah.
He's Korean.
No, he
Well,
literally
his
is.
family's from
He's
Korea.
basically PewDiePie.
His mom's from North Korea, and long story short, he's making an OnlyFans. He's really big. He's making an OnlyFans because he wants to raise awareness for charity, or he's doing it for charity. All the money that he gets from OnlyFans will go to charity, so on and so forth. He's done something like this before, where he's done a nude calendar. It's real. Look it up. I will add that in post because it's kind of funny.
Incognito mode, please, though.
Oh, yeah. No, put that on your
wait.
search history, bitch.
Wait, that's a real thing. He has
Yes,
a nude
he-
calendar.
Well,
Roman,
it
keep up with the
doesn't.
times,
It
man.
doesn't show his dangalang. covers
Oh,
it
but
up,
him just
but
shirtless?
it's
It's
him
like
fully nude.
it's
Oh,
Roman. Have you seen Fire Force? Right, you've seen
No,
Fire
it's
Force.
yeah.
it's like
It was like the it was it was like
Naruto's
when they
female
did the fire
transformation.
things. Yeah,
It covers
Yo,
up the
every.
private parts.
it's like when they
Oh,
did
okay.
fire calendars and Naruto's. Yeah,
But he basically he made a video like a few days ago saying if you reach these requirements, which makes his podcast #1 on Spotify and Apple, which is very hard, beating Joe Rogan, he'll do it. And if you do his sports podcast as well, he'll do it. Everybody ended up beating Joe Rogan's on his regular podcast, but they didn't do it on the sports podcast. So he made a video Saturday, October 22nd, saying that if you listen to his mother's story about coming from North Korea and how it's a like an hour to 2 hour long documentary about how his family came to be coming from escaping from North Korea, he'll do an OnlyFans and he will be nude for your delight,
Dang.
Roman.
Not delight.
You can see
Not for my eyes.
Marky
Not for
Moo's
my
udder.
not for my eyes to see.
and for our fans, if you get us #1 on Apple podcast, John will start an OnlyFans, and it'll be free.
I will continue my OnlyFans, and I will do more than feet pics. I will do thigh pics.
Insert pictures of John's feet.
No,
No,
I'm not.
insert pictures of a chicken thigh, boneless.
Those aren't free.
Meatless chicken.
Just
I-
just insert a picture of Pono for no reason.
Dude, I got a picture of Pono asleep. I'm just gonna insert that.
Caption reads
World.
nobody. Pono on the mic.
Oh my god, dude.
It's either that or Noah. What should I eat? The hot dog or the hamburger? Well, what
Let's do
does it
the
matter? You're gonna
hamburger.
eat both.
Bro,
You're right.
you said hamburger. He's only eaten a hamburger since.
I was like, what does it matter? You're gonna eat both of them. He goes, yeah, you're right. But what should I eat first? I was like, eat the hamburger.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Yeah, can we just talk about
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
all three of us, not you, Roman, but me, Pono, and Noah, have gotten like oozy butt. If that
Oozy-
makes sense.
what?
You know when you eat
Oh,
medium rare
we basically
meat,
have IBS.
medium rare meat. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
mic peeking.
That happened to Pono, and then it happened to me a day later.
Dude,
Hey.
I can't. My girlfriend orders like, I love that, dude. Juicy steak. She orders medium rare steak, and I just can't eat it because it basically shreds my insides.
Hey, you letting your girl eat other pieces of meat, bro?
Pieces of
Oh
uncooked
my
meat, raw.
Bro,
god.
that's crazy,
Raw.
Dude,
bro. That's
when she gets cow
crazy,
meat,
bro.
when she gets cow meat in her mouth, she's just chomping on that. It's all right. Moving on. So,
Giga Chad,
So-
Giga Chad.
speaking of money, Destiny 2's
Oh my
economy
God,
changed,
dude.
guys. Well,
Where
no,
did the
we're
money
done.
come from?
We're
Where'd the money
done.
come from?
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Cut it.
Cut the cameras.
Sensational.
No, seriously though, cut the cameras because like
So-
Chad is just
Giga
I'm
Chad. It's Giga Chad.
It's-
You know I'm inserting the rock meme there, by the way. Where he like
the what meme?
the eyebrow. Have you never seen that? What are you doing? Okay.
The-
Server mute. Server mute.
I got you. All right.
Okay. Is he done?
Um,
Is he done? Should I unmute him?
The rock thingy, the,
Okay.
He's done.
Okay.
the eyebrow.
So are we talking about Destiny 2 economy right now?
I mean, that's really all we have left, right? I mean, I guess we have my thing that happened
You
tonight,
you
but
want to end that off or?
it does not matter to me.
Because the
Um,
D2 thing isn't that big, but it was big enough to bring a smile to my face for you guys.
I don't know.
for us.
Yeah.
Well, then go ahead and spill it. Now I'm
So,
curious.
so
I'll do
you
my
guys,
thing last.
Do you know the resources? So like, there's Glimmer, then there's like
Yeah.
the planet individual resources. So like the dust
Yeah.
mite shards from EDZ or Roman. You might remember this, but the planet Titan, those resources on that planet.
Yeah.
Soon, I don't know when. It might be the next seasonal update. They're getting rid of
So a
those.
while.
They're
They're
getting
getting
rid
rid
of
of
it.
them.
What?
40
Why?
days.
Wait.
40 days,
Oh,
Noah. 40 days. And they're
let's
getting
Why is
rid of
that a
go.
those.
good thing? Somebody explain to me why that's a good thing.
Okay.
Those items fuck you.
Yes, they do. Cause certain like upgrades and stuff, like armor pieces that you want to craft that are like higher level or like better armor and stuff, they require those materials in order for you to acquire to get those, and you would have to go to those
Uh,
planets and stuff and just run around randomly to go and find these resources in order to go and craft those certain specific things that you want to craft.
so if they get rid of them, then we don't need the.
Yeah, it'll
Okay,
be it'll be
Yeah.
I
easier to
see.
grind. They're getting rid of those. And then the glimmer cap I think is going to either stay the same or get boosted to 500,000.
There's a
And
cap.
when doing public events and other things, so like Vanguard, Crucible, you'll get 2,000. But when you do like heroic public events, you'll get, I think it said 20,000 glimmer.
So it's gonna be pretty easy to max out Glimmer then.
It's
Okay.
already pretty easy to max out glimmer.
Yeah.
Just don't
I
Anyone
spam
didn't
it.
know there
remember?
was a max.
Anyone remember year one when the max was 1 mil?
No,
Just
I
me.
didn't. I didn't play it year one. I played it year two.
Just
I mean,
me. Okay.
I got the game like 5 months ago.
Yeah, you got it free to
No, I
play.
was being sarcastic, dude. Jesus
I was
Christ.
being sarcastic.
You remember
God.
when John got Whisper of the Worm for everybody else?
Yeah, you
No.
guys did it without me.
Well, you took too long and you were grounded too.
Imagine being
I'm
grounded.
still
Couldn't
upset
be
about
me.
that.
It's a nice sniper rifle. It looks sick.
I
It was
remember when I
so
helped.
meta.
Remember when I
Still
helped
is.
John defeat the echoes of his past, and now that video's not even gonna go up on YouTube.
Hey, the clip of us beating it's still on my Twitch. I think.
Yeah, well, at least we
Keep it.
got outright perfected together.
Yep.
Well, I mean, me and John did.
Yeah, you, me, and Pono.
Yeah, I mean, like, because Pono was he practically didn't do anything because he got stuck on the jumping puzzle.
I don't get it.
Um,
How is he so bad at parkour?
I don't know that dude can jump off of walls, flip off of walls, and hit a ball, but he can't jump up onto a platform that isn't moving. Um,
And proceed to walk off it.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, crazy, ridiculous. I have no idea.
Sounds like me when I did the parkour in Judy for
Bro.
trying to get
I
away.
I can't wait till, we all actually get Destiny 2 and, play Destiny 2 and do dungeons.
It's crazy. I feel like we all have Destiny 2. We just don't play
Yeah,
Everybody
Destiny
on the
2.
cast right now.
Yeah, it's crazy that like,
God, when's the last time we all played that together with Ikaika, right?
Yep.
God.
it's almost like I have to freaking grind so much.
It's
I
not
just
that
don't.
big of a grind.
I just don't
Yeah.
feel like doing
The
it.
It's only like
seasonal
5
chest,
days.
the seasonal chest literally boosts you to 15,000 or 1,500.
That's true. That's the
And
thing you took
then,
me to, right? The
yeah,
helm. Was it the helm?
yes. And then you just got to do like three rounds of Crucible, and you'll have most of the stuff that you need.
I just don't feel like
Just-
Basically,
doing
Roman, stop being
Yeah,
a
I know.
baby back.
Uh, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like doing it. Move on now. Actually, I think we're out of topics now.
We got one
No,
more.
we got one more.
Oh,
and
okay,
then we'll end
okay.
it. So tonight on my way home from work, so I don't know if you guys know that. Let's just say there's a 2-lane road.
Oh no, what road is it?
It's out by Station 9 by the hospital, the fire station.
Yeah, I
And
know where that is.
It's Haggerty and Veterans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly where that is.
Yeah. So, you know how it's a 2-lane road, right?
Yeah.
And I'm coming up about 45 miles an hour speed limit. Because I'm a safe driver. Anyway, so there's this
Okay.
lady and the light's green and she puts on her left turn signal and I'm like, okay, well then I'll go ahead and she would be gone by the time I got up to her. So I said, I'll stay in my lane and if she doesn't move, I'll switch over to the right lane. Well, she turns her left turn signal off, but stays stopped at the stoplight, even though it's green. So I was like already confused. I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't see it. I'm just gonna lane switch, go past her. So I lane switch, and out of nowhere, okay, no turn signal, no nothing, turns from the left lane and goes right. Like she's gonna go right onto Haggerty. But she's in the left lane. So I slam on my
Oh
brakes and
no.
swerve out of the way, nearly missing her. And I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. She thought I died, but she heard the car. She just starts going, Noah, Noah, Noah. I said, I'm fine. Some jackass just pulled in front of me and did something. And so the lady rolls her window down. She comes and drives right next to me. And I'm like, I wanted to be like, I so help me. If this person starts like getting pissed off thinking this was my fault, I'm going to start cussing them out. And I told Madison that. And the lady pulls up. She goes, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you coming. And I wanted to be like, well, jackass, first of all, you shouldn't be turning from left lane into the right, like
Oh my
onto going
god.
right. And you should be using your fucking turn signal. And she just goes, okay, I'll see you later. And I was like, I don't even know you. And she drove off. And I was like,
You didn't get any of her info or
no,
Wait, did
because we
anything?
you?
didn't hit each other. So
Okay.
technically, there was
Wait,
nothing to exchange. But I
nothing
was like, are
happened?
you?
Like you just missed her?
No, I missed her because, I'm a goated driver.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
My driving definitely doesn't look like the gameplay on the second episode of Nubcast,
Yeah,
but
shut up.
um, but yeah, no, I didn't need any of her information because I missed her. But it's like, I just to all the fans out there who are driving or new drivers or anything, just be cautious,
Can
on
okay.
the roads.
Speaking of poor drivers and TikTok. Sorry, this is gonna get a little bit off topic.
That's fine. No, you're
If
just talking about
you
drivers. You're good.
do an infraction and the cop asks for your information, give them your information, cause you were in the wrong if you did an infraction.
That's like the stupid TikToks where it's like, dude, bet you didn't know this life hack. And it's like an officer comes up and goes, sir, do you know how fast you were going? You go, no, officer, how fast was I going? Like, yeah, you sound like a smartass. And, yeah, you think you're this stuff. And it's
So
like, maybe he didn't catch me. But then again, if you didn't know how fast you were actually going, I feel like you're going to get a ticket because you're not paying attention to the
this
speed and,
Noah,
not being safe.
this dude was on TikTok. It wasn't him that posted this video. He posted it on his own account. I didn't look at it. I didn't care because I was already heated because this was posted, and he was like defending himself in the stupidest way possible. It was in California. They have an infraction where if you have a camera on the top of your helmet, it is a safety
What was a
hazard.
biker?
Yes, it was a
Yeah, was it a
biker.
biker?
Oh,
Okay.
bikers are so bad
It
for
was a
that type of
safety
stuff.
hazard to have it on the very tippity top of your helmet. You have to have it like more in the front, like right above your visor where it's
Oh,
tied
so
up.
it was like, it
It
was
was on the
basically on.
very
Oh
tippity
my.
top, if not
It
farther
probably looks
back.
weird too. Yeah.
Bro, he was
And
just
But anyway.
terraforming, dude.
he was sitting there.
Like,
He was sitting there. He was like, "I am I in trouble? Am I going to jail? I'm not giving you my information. I want to talk to the sheriff." They get the sheriff out there, and he's reasonable. He's calm. He's telling him it was an infraction. They needed his information to take him to court because they will see him in court because it's in an infraction. It will go on his record. And he's like, "I'm not giving you my information. I don't need to. I'm not going to jail."
Dude, they're already grabbing your license plate. They already know everything about you. Just give them the
No,
information
so
because they already know
as a
everything.
biker, you can't have like there's no spot to have your license plate on the outside of your vehicle. They
I
actually, if you didn't know this, you have to lift up the seat. It's not like a bicycle. You have to lift up the seat and put your license plate and information in the seat if you want to have a bike, a motorcycle.
oh, you mean like his registration and stuff? Because like
Yes.
the license plate
Yeah,
could go in the
but the license
back.
plate's there. Yeah, so they
No, no,
already.
not
I
for
feel like they
him,
should
and not
already
for
have
most
all the
bikes. Not for
information.
most bikes, trust me.
I was to say I've seen license plates on the back of
Okay.
motorcycles before, but yeah, okay.
It's optional. Trust me. Trust
But
me.
that's an infraction. So why is he even refusing the police? Listen, guys, with everything that's happened, not all police are bad. The
No,
news only
that was the
tells you
kid. It
the
was the
news.
kid that was an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the news only tells you what they want you to hear. They tell you about all the bad stuff cops do, but they never tell you about the good stuff cops
It's
do. You
clickbait,
know?
just like the very intro of this video.
I mean, cops are people too. They're just out here trying to make the world better and live their jobs and just go home at the end of the day to their families or whatever.
That's all
Maybe
first
they're
responders
pissed.
are. We are there to help you. Police, fire, EMS, they're all there to help you.
Most of them
So
are.
please don't give them a hard time unless they're genuinely being an asshole to you. They are genuinely there to help you.
Yeah, whatever energy they give you, give it back. It goes both ways. Um,
Okay, I
but
guess I
That
am
was
wrong. They do need to have one, but I know you laughing like that. Shut the fuck up, boy.
no, I was just like, oh, I didn't know we were still on that, but
it's okay. It's okay. I'm
yeah.
sorry, John.
So
Oh,
they
what?
do
I need to
need
fact
one
check
what?
myself, buddy. I'm glad I fact checked myself. There you
No,
go.
but what were you talking about? They do need one what? License plate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I had a question. So, like, you swerved out of the way, right? And like nothing
Yeah.
else happened. Like, you just
Nope.
stopped. Okay. Okay.
So, well, so I slam on my brakes and like just like in I from what I learned in sliding in snow is like you turn the way your vehicle's turning so that like basically you swerve straight that way you can stop the swerving. So, when I turned right, my vehicle was like swerving left, so I turned left to straighten out and then made sure I didn't hit her. Is what I did. It was, but I
Oh,
was, it was scary, dude, because I know 45, like it can be enough to kill you, but I don't think it would have killed me. But I could have seriously injured myself
Your
because
uterus.
I was going to slam into her, not head on, but like hit her passenger side with my front. I could have seriously gotten hurt. So it was just,
yeah.
it was an
Um,
experience.
I
you
think
should.
you
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 should
would have
have.
hurt her more than it would have hurt you. I'm saying that now.
Even though it's on her passenger, yeah, probably.
The
Because if it
whiplash.
yeah, the whiplash will smash probably the window on her driver's side and that will get into her hair, her head, all that stuff.
And her head will. Yeah. I think you're
Well,
saying the same thing.
with
Her head will probably hit the
yeah,
driver window because of the whiplash. Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay.
and in that the whiplash back will also hurt very much compared to your crumple zone and your engine. That will take the brunt of the force, but you will get hurt as much.
Plus airbags and stuff like that too.
But I'm glad
Yeah.
you're alright, man.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You're not
guys.
out dating a girl like some other person in this group on the
Oh
Nubcast.
I
my
am
god.
loyal
You should
to
Totally.
you should
both parties.
bro, you shouldn't have said anything when Madison was like, Noah, are you okay? You should have said nothing.
Dude,
No, I'm
I'm telling you
just
right now,
hang up.
if I
Just
didn't say
hang
a
up.
word, she was calling the police. Like
Just
I know
hang
her and I have
up.
I know her and I have only been dating for 18 months, but she is like deathly scared when stuff happens like that. I guarantee if I didn't say anything, she would break down crying and would have called the police
Okay, that's not that
immediately.
funny then, but
No.
it would have been
I would
hilarious.
instantly hang up. Just keep it like that. That's just the troll in me, bro. I just instantly
Just
hang up.
I would do
no, you
that.
don't hang up. You just lay on the horn. It's the horn, you're
Oh
unconscious.
yeah, no, that's messed up. That's even worse.
Noah. Because she told me she heard my tires skid and there was nothing coming from my mouth because I was just in utter shock and she was like freaking out. I was like, I am fine. But
Bro,
yeah.
accidents are scary. Like even the one where like I got rear-ended and like spun out, I was like freaking out in the moment because I didn't know what was happening. Well, on that
Should we all try and give an
topic,
outro at the same time?